Hi everybody, I am Chief Meteorologist Lindsay Storrs, and this is a look at your weekend weather. Now we've got a couple of storms which are going to be moving through the western U.S. You've got the first storm which is off the coast of California, and then you've got another cold front which is approaching northern Utah right now. So as that storm slides by to our south, the one that is over California, it's sending a little bit of tropical moisture into the state. So as this cold front comes in, it will be able to produce a few scattered showers. Most of them will be right along and just south of the I-70 corridor, as you can see. That's where the brunt of that tropical moisture is located. Northern Utah, we're just going to see a few isolated snow showers. Most of those will be in the higher elevations, but we could see a flurry or two down here along the valley floor. That's about it. It's not going to amount to much. But down south, we could see a little more snow in places like Cedar City and Beaver, and places like Monticello and Moab and Torrey could all see a little bit of snow accumulation, especially on non-paved surfaces. This is 5 o'clock this evening, so this is your Friday evening commute. This is when we could see a few little flurries in northern Utah. A lot of the rain and snow at this point has shifted into south central and southeastern Utah. And then as we head toward tonight, all of this moves out of the state. So by Saturday morning, we're quiet across the entire region. So overall, it should be a nice weekend, but a little on the cool side, as I'm going to show you coming up in just a minute. Here's how much snowfall we're going to see. Now for the northern resorts, the ski resorts, maybe an inch or two. This is definitely not a big storm for us. I mentioned those flurries in the valleys. They're not going to amount to much at all. There's that little bit of snow we could see from Fillmore down to Beaver and Cedar City, a dusting to up to 2 inches possible there. And the ski resorts down south like Brian Head and Eagle Point could pick up 2 to 6 inches of snow. Now this storm is really going to wreak havoc off toward the east of the Rockies. That's where it's going to be able to pull in some moisture from the Gulf, and that's going to result in widespread snow. That's what you see in the purple. The pink indicates areas that could see freezing rain, so you could get a layer of ice on things like power lines and tree branches, and of course the roads, and you think about things like airports being locked in with this freeze. So this is going to cause some travel delays across the entire country. Even if you're not flying to this area, we'll get those ripple effects elsewhere across the state. Now heading into Sunday, everything shifts a little bit farther to the east. It's New England and the Northeast seeing the snow, the mid-Atlantic states getting that freezing rain, and then some pretty decent thunderstorms in and around Atlanta and the panhandle of Florida. Eventually, by the end of the weekend, we're going to see this moving out of the U.S. Then a ridge of high pressure is going to build in for the western states for next week, and that means quiet weather will return, but it is going to allow the valley inversions to settle in again, so the haze will make a return as well. St. George, I just have isolated showers in your forecast today. Tomorrow will be dry, but a little bit breezy near the gaps and canyons. Next week is totally quiet and those temperatures start to rebound. For the Wasatch Front, you've got overcast skies today with a few little flurries out there. That's about it. Weekend is nice, but look at that drop in temperatures. Highs are only going to be in the mid to upper 30s. Overnight lows Sunday morning will be dropping to 20 degrees in Salt Lake City, and it's going to mean teens elsewhere across the state. And then there's that haze as we head toward next week. That is a look at your weekend weather. I'm Chief Meteorologist Lindsay Storrs. Have a good one.